Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Daniel Barbosa and I'm super excited about this video because I'm going to show you how to set up a cart abandon sequence from ActiveCampaign and ClickFunnels, and I'm going to give you a super cool cart abandon email sequence that you can grab and use it for for your own business, the one that I've been using for months and works amazingly well. So let's go with the intro and I'll see you in 1 second. Alright guys, so welcome back. First of all, I want to explain, exactly what is a cart abandon sequence and what does it work for. So if you have ever, gone through an online store and, you go through the checkout and you don't complete the purchase, you start receiving emails from that store that, invite you or incite you to finish that order. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to set up an automation that what it's going to do is when someone goes through our funnel in ClickFunnels and they put their name and their email, if they don't finish the purchase, we're going to send them some emails to try to get them back and of course finish the order. So that's what we're going to do today. And for that, we're going to use ActiveCampaign. Why is that? Because I've been using ActiveCampaign, for a long time for all of my businesses. That's what I recommend to all of my students and all of my clients because it's way more advanced than, any other email autoresponder out there. And besides that, super cheap. If you go to pricing, it starts, I think, from $9 a month. Yeah, $9 a month if you pay the entire year up front, or if you pay month by month, $15. You have these other plans right here, but I've always used this one. This is the one that I use. I pay this because, I have more contacts. But if you're just starting, this is super affordable, all right? And I'm going to show it with ClickFunnels because it's not extremely easy to set this up on ClickFunnels. I'm saying this because I've seen a lot of people in the last few days asking, hey, how do I set up a cart abandon sequence in ClickFunnels and ActiveCampaign? And if you have your own business, and you can use this for your own business, but if you have an agency or you want to become an agency sometime, you can sell this small service that, as you're going to see in a couple of minutes, takes nothing of your time, maybe 10-15 minutes, and you can charge $100-$200 to set up this for your client. So it's a win-win. All right, guys. So we're going to be using ActiveCampaign, and I'm not going to go through all the setup of ActiveCampaign and ClickFunnels. If you want to know how to do it, all you have to do is to go to Google, type ActiveCampaign, right? ActiveCampaign, ClickFunnels, and they have a super detailed and easy to follow tutorial of how to set it up. It takes 2 minutes. But I appreciate that you're watching this video, so I don't want to waste, a lot of your time. It's super easy. So all you have to do is to, search on Google ActiveCampaign ClickFunnels, and the first one most likely is going to show up. This one right here, integrating with ActiveCampaign, and just go through the 2 steps to set it up. So I have my ActiveCampaign right here. I was grabbing the emails 1 second ago. And I'm going to show you how are we going to set this up, guys. All right. So the first thing that we have to do is to make one list if you want, or 2 lists if you want. One list if you want to keep all of the leads, all of those emails in one single list, or if you want to separate them, between the people who don't buy and the people who actually buy. So usually I have only one list. For all of this, let me show you really quick. So for example, this is one of my offers, right? So in this list, I have both buyers and people who don't buy, all right? And instead, what we're going to use to organize these leads is named tags. So with tags, we're going to know exactly what these people did, right? So if we go here to contacts in our ActiveCampaign account, after you set up the entire thing, it's free, I think, for 14 days. And if you want to do more stuff, then you have to upgrade to the paid plan. All right, so here in contacts, we're going to go here where it says manage tags. All right, and as you can see, I have a lot of tags on here. Tags to know what automation do I have to send to a specific contact when they opt in one of my funnels to get something for free. This for people who buy a beta access for one of my courses, abandoned beta buyer, all of this. So we are going to use tags to identify, and more specifically to ActiveCampaign to identify which email they have to send. All right. So what we're going to do here on tags after you made your list, let's make one super quick. So let's say that this is for something about maybe sports. Oh, all right, for supplements. So just for the sake of the example, there's going to be supplements funnel, right? Then you're going to put your URL right here. I'm going to use mine. And then a small description, so something like you are subscribed to this list, right? Because you opt in to receive more information about, about our offers. Then click on add, right? Super simple. Then we're going to go back to contacts and we're going to click on manage tags. So we're going to create two tags on here. The first one to identify the people who put their information and don't finish the purchase, and the second one to identify the people who actually purchase. All right. So the first one is going to be, and you can name it however you want. This is only an example. So supplement abandon, right? I usually, as you can see, use abandon so I can identify them easier, and then I put the name of the offer. So this one says challenge abandon, which sells Facebook ads to a step. This is also an abandon, but I recommend using funnel package abandon, this one, so you can know which one it is, right? So supplement abandon, then you go enter and supplement buyer, just like this. Okay. That way you know who is a buyer and who's not. All right, so we're going to click here on add tags, right? And that's all you have to do for now on ActiveCampaign. Right now, this is super important. For this to work, we need to use the two-step order form from ClickFunnels. This doesn't work with the one-step order form, right? And if you want to use the three-step order form, you're going to need, some extra coding. So if you don't want, to involve any custom coding in your funnel, that's all right. All you have to do is to use the two-step order form. Why is that? Because as you can see in step 1, it asks for full name, email address, and if you go here to you click on the order form, then go to advanced, you can, maybe if what you're selling doesn't require shipping, you can click on here on hide shipping. If you want to ask them for their phone number, then show here phone number. So in step 1, ClickFunnels is going to ask them for their name, for their email, and for their phone number. On the step 2, let me save on here, super quick. Right, so it's going to autofill this. So in step 2 is where they are going to see what you're selling, and they can put their, their payment information. But if they don't complete the purchase in here, what ClickFunnels do is, as soon as your client or your customer click this button right here, ClickFunnels is going to save this information, right? Which is super important. And if they don't complete the purchase on here, then we're going to be able to know if they did it or not, right? So super important that you use the two-step order form, right? Once you've done that, we're going to go to settings, then we're going to go to integrations, and of course you're going to need your ActiveCampaign connected to ClickFunnels. So I'm going to select here ActiveCampaign, right? Then on action, we're going to select add to list with tag, right? Now we're going to select the list that we just made, which is a supplements funnel. And then on here, we're going to apply the tag that we made, that is supplement abandon, not buyer, just abandon, right? click on here and then click on save. That's all we have to do in the page editor. Now, ClickFunnels needs to know, when someone makes a purchase. So how are we going to do this? We're going to click on here on the same order form step where we're going to add our offer, right? So maybe you have, this view or the old view. ClickFunnels is changing their interface this day. So maybe you're going to see this one. So we're going to click on add a new one. And on here, we're going to set up our item. So let's say Stripe, one time it's fine, save and next. Then, super cool supplement. Let's say that it costs $19.95. Supplement right here. This is not important, right? Save and next. On here, we're going to turn this off because you would like to, send the email from ActiveCampaign, right? So we're going to deselect this one, click on save and next. Now, in this step is where we're going to set up our ActiveCampaign integration, right? Meaning that here's where we're going to say to ClickFunnels, if someone buys, apply this tag to this contact in ActiveCampaign. So we're going to turn it off. We're going to select ActiveCampaign, right? And the same, add to list with tag. If you made one single list for all of the leads, that's fine. If you made one for people who don't buy and another one for people who actually buy, then select the list of people who actually buy, right? So supplements funnel. Then on here, we're going to select the supplement buyer because this is going to fire when someone buys, right? When someone pays. So supplement buyer, save and next. Right, this is not important for now. Save and next. We're going to turn this off and return. Right, so now we have our offer set up in ClickFunnels with tags. So the funnel is done. Now what we have to do is to create the automation so ActiveCampaign send the email to the right people. All right, so we're going to actually set up two automations, right? The first one, and again, you can name this however you want. This one is going to be, we're going to select a start from scratch. It's the easiest. I mean, ActiveCampaign has a lot of templates, but I feel it's way easier this way. So on here, what we're going to select is tag is added. So click on continue. Then we're going to select the tag of the abandon. So it is supplement abandon. Add a start. Right, let me close this for a second. So this one, the name of this automation can be supplement funnel abandon. Right, click on save. Then we're going to click on conditions and workflow. Click on wait because we want to give them, some window between the time that they go from step 2 to from step 1 to step 2. So we're going to put on here 30 minutes, right? I think it's enough time for someone, to go through the funnel, put their information, all of that. So 30 minutes. Then we're going to click on sending options and we're going to select send an email. All right, so on here, we don't have any email in this automation. So we're going to create a new one. And this is the fun part because I'm going to give you the exact email sequence that I've used for all of my offers in English and Spanish, and it works amazingly well, right? So it's super simple. It's one email per day for 3 days, but it works amazingly well. So all you have to do is to click below in the description, and I'm going to just give you guys this for free, no opt-in, super cool. So we're going to come out here and email them. You can name this however you want, maybe a way that you can recognize it. So after 30 minutes, right? Or you can put the title of the email or whatever. Right, so in here we're going to click build from scratch. Then we're going to click on newsletter, unless of course that you want to use some template. I always keep it super simple. Then email subject. if you go to the email sequence that I give you, a subject for each email. So the first one is, did something happen? So we're going to copy it and paste it right here, your information. Then click on continue. All right. And on here, I'm going to, delete this image. Something that I like to do, but it depends to you, is to click this button right here, so it's full width on the canvas, and then select all of this text and make it 18. So that's a good size, 18, right? Then we're going to come back here and we're going to copy all of this. So copy, and let's go back to ActiveCampaign, select it all over again. And that's it. So leave this just like it is, because that way ActiveCampaign is going to grab the name that ClickFunnels gave them, right? So if my name is Daniel, it's going to say earlier today, Daniel, comma, and then the rest. Then we're going to customize this. So you try to purchase then you put your offer name, the super cool supplement, maybe something like this, super cool supplement, but for some reason the order wasn't completed. Is everything okay? Blah blah blah. Then what we're going to do is to add the link of our order form, right? So let's go back to overview of our order form, and we're going to copy the link, right? I'm going to select this, then click this button right here, or if you're on Mac, press Command plus K, or Windows, I think is Control K, but let's click on here for now. Then paste it, delete this space that ClickFunnels add to their links. Done. The same for this one. Paste it. Right, then on here we're going to also change the offer name. Right there. And on here you're going to put your name. So for me it will be, Daniel, or something like this, and that's it. So then we have to click on next, and make sure that everything is how you want it to be. I always like to send me a test just to double check that everything is working just fine. Click on finish, and then it's going to send us back to our automation. So we're going to click on save, and after this one we're going to go to conditions and workflow. Click on wait again, wait for a specific period of time, but now it's going to be 1 day, right? 1 day. Then we're going to add a new email, right? And you're going to click here, new email. I'm just going to click on save, so we don't have to go through, copying and pasting all of this. So all you have to do is to create new email, set the subject, copy and paste, and that's it. Then again, conditions, wait a specific period of time, 1 day, then email, right? Again, new email. I'm going to click on save to use the same one, but you have to click on new email, right? And that's all you have to do, right? Now, for ActiveCampaign to identify when someone buys and stops sending these emails, we have to create one automation more, and it takes just 2 seconds. So let's go back to automations. We're going to create a new one. Start from scratch. So on here is almost the same. It's going to fire when a tag is added, but this tag is going to be the tag for the buyers, right? So supplement buyer. So we're going to click add start. And on here, well, of course, if you want to set up, an email confirmation, then you have to click here and send an email. But I'm just going to omit that part. What we're going to do is to click on here where it says and another automation. So we're going to select this supplement funnel abandon, right? Save. And then we're going to delete the tag of people who abandon. So we're going to go to contacts, remove a tag, and we're going to select supplement abandon, right? So all you have to do, of course, if you want to send your email confirmation from ActiveCampaign, is to click on here or here, however is fine. So here and here, and click on sending options, send an email, and send your order confirmation from here. So every time someone buys, ActiveCampaign is going to know that this tag was added. They're going to stop sending the abandoned sequence, and is going to send them their email confirmation. So guys, I'm going to leave you this email sequence right below in the description. Again, no opt-in, just all you have to do is open it, and if you want to save it, let me open this in an incognito window. What you're going to have to do is to click here on file, and then where it says make a copy. So it's going to look like this, right? So file and then make a copy, so you can save it in your drive, and make any change that you want to do, right guys? So ActiveCampaign. Also, if you want, of course, your free account of ActiveCampaign, just click below. That's an affiliate link. I'm going to get a commission if you make an account on ActiveCampaign, but if you don't want to give me a commission, it's fine. Just go to activecampaign.com and make a free account. So if you have any question, guys, just leave it below in the comments. I'm going to make my best to answer you back as soon as I can, and I'll see you in the next one.